Are you ready? Stand by. Are you ready? Stand by. Are you ready? Stand by. Are you ready? Stand by.
Thumb slipped.
Are you ready? Stand by. Are you ready? Stand by. Are you ready? Stand by.
So what I've got here is my single action cold peacemaker with some IDry.
Are you ready?
Whoop.
Stand by.
Stop that. There we go. It's an IDryFire system. Tells you when to draw, and it's it'll do it at different times, so you don't get used to it when it's going to happen. What I have is 3 red laser cartridges. They're 45 sized cartridges for my single action revolver. This is a Peacemaker style, and I have 3 just rubber bullets as well. So what I'm doing is I'm using the 3 laser, and I'm putting it on half cock, and then going to the next. They'll have the next red laser in succession to it. So, and what I've done is I bought an IDryFire system with 2 cameras, and the system for $150 comes with the 2 cameras and the rights to the software for 1 computer. The computer will tell you when to draw, and it will record where your hits were and what your habits are like. Since I'm doing such a fast, quick draw, my habits are going to be, you know, the laser moves a little bit after it originally hits. But if you're going to be like shooting the same target each time, it's not so apt to do that. A lot of people will buy 9mm cartridges for their automatics, but I like the cowboy action kind of stuff, and I like to shoot from the hip. My eyes are getting a little weak close up, so I can still hit pretty well with using the sights and all that, but I find that very few people are shooting from the hip these days. And it becomes an instinctive thing when you're doing that. You don't really think about what you're doing. You can, in fact, I'll sit around a lot of times and just shoot at different things, objects in the house, and know that I'm pretty well going to hit them about every time without even thinking about it. Let me show you the IDryFire system itself. With this, you can go back. These are 2/3 size silhouettes, so at I think about 30 feet. And so if they were full-size silhouettes like what my my AR 500 targets are out in the range, then it'd be more like 40 feet, maybe a little over that. Let's see if we can go back to the results here. Okay, so it's showing my results. I did 3 shots from the holster, and all 3 of them took me to 2.08 seconds. I can do it in about 1 3/4 seconds to get on all 3 of them a lot of times. And you can go and it'll show you each shot that you did. I can go to the next one, the next set. This was a little more time, but a little more accurate. My first shot out of the holster was in a little under 1.5 seconds. My second one to get on it was a little under 0.5 seconds, and my third one was a little under 0.5 seconds as well. And that's kind of what I'm finding, is about 3/4 seconds out of the holster with the first one a lot of times, and then 0.5 seconds on each successive one. So it ends up being about 1 3/4 seconds with 3 targets a lot. But once you get on a roll, you get a lot closer to the bullseyes. And here's a pretty good one. All of them are, I think, within 9. And like I said, these are a little smaller target than what you use out in the range, but I was standing a little bit closer as well. But you get so that with practice, you can throw things up in the air and shoot things out of the air. I'm doing some reloads now because this is during COVID, and bullets are really expensive right now if you can find them, and that's another problem, is finding a 45 Colt cartridge right now is not easy to do, and pretty much anything that's higher powered than a 22 is going to cost you over $1 a shot. I've got a Ruger as well, single action, that I like to use, and even the 350, that's in 357, and even that is over $1 a shot. So I'm reloading, and I'm trying out different loads for different powers, and I don't really want to shoot a high power load for just practicing, because you want to have a light recoil to get back onto your target again. But I'm pretty excited about getting outside. It's winter right now, and it'll be great to get out in the spring and just start shooting again on real targets with real ammunition. Let's see, that's the first target I got onto with that in 1 1/4 seconds, and that's in the bullseye range. Second one was 0.4 seconds more to move over from that right to the middle one, and that one took me a little under 0.5 seconds. I'm in the 9 there with that one.